This is the Old Musician's Blog, number 9. And yeah, I just got in from the bakery. You see, you know, there's my hat and my coat right there, my hat and my coat. And I just want to talk a little bit about what happened there because last week when we got done at the bakery, the owner, Merrill, who's a really good guy, and he's really made a place for the music um, uh, there, and he's a musician, a multi-instrumentalist himself. And he gave us this talk, about being too loud because we had the saxophone player who used to play with us a lot, sit in, and he thought he could play quieter, but he couldn't anyway. And he wants the people sitting in at the jam, to be more organized and to be there at in the latter part, in the second half of the jam. So and. So we were all thinking about this, and trying to do something with the volume. And of course, this time, the saxophone player, he came back in again, for a set. But, because we respect him, he's a really good musician, we let him sit in, and I didn't say anything or anything. And anyway, Merrill, took off for a while. And and it worked okay. It was okay, but then when it came time for the break, I gave him the straight up on it, because it's important to keep everything in the up and up, keep everybody knowing what it is that's going on, in these situations, for in the musicians, for these gigs and these jams and stuff, So it takes a lot of organizational possibility to do that, and so I'm going around, and I'm, Peter, the drummer, he asked me, well, how's my volume, and, I have to say, the drums never want to be the instrument that's driving the volume. They never want to be the loudest possible person in the room, even though they can, except maybe when they're taking a solo. If they're taking a solo, that's different because, solo, that's your space in a solo, and you can take a solo and be there in the space, and that's for you to govern that space, but you still don't want to hurt the audience, even though, you probably could, if you're a drummer, as the piano player, on an acoustic piano, my instrument's usually the quietest one. Anyway, so the second half we had another saxophone player, and he turned out to be really good, a new guy called Colin, who I'd never played with before. And also Ed, who's a fabulous guitar player and just got done with a mini tour with Dimitri Matheny, and they played like the Blue Note down in Napa and all of that, and he's coming in to sit in with us. I mean, that's really special for us, not only because it's, we get to do things that we wouldn't, but when you hear really good players and you get to play with them, it gives you ideas and inspiration, and it helps you develop as a musician. So I was very, very happy with the way it came out. And then Merrill comes back at the end, and I'm telling him all about what had happened and everything, and he's saying, oh, good. And, because it was such a good day for him, he gave us a little bit extra cash in our tip jar. He always put something in there. And I say, yeah, that's one of the ways that you can really let us know that you liked us okay. So, I thanked us okay. And I made sure to say it was one of the ways. There were other ways he could do that too, if he, because it's always good to hear, especially from the management, that you're doing okay. So there you have it. That's the Old Musician's Blog, number 9. Number 9. Hope you're having a great day, and talk to you tomorrow.